Hi everyone, this is Jenna Lee Quez with the Tech Tool of the Week. This week I'm going to show you how to make an impossible to fail quiz using Google Forms. This is great for tutorials or for test review, anytime that you want the student to feel like they've accomplished something or possibly to hear it explained a different way. So basically what you're going to do is go into your Google Forms and set up a quiz just like what I showed you in the previous video. But this time you're going to add a feature that will allow them to go to a video if they get the question wrong. So right here we have our first question, the biggest impact of the Mongols was, and I have my choices. What I want to do, if they get that question wrong, is to show them a video that will explain why they got it wrong. So I'm going to pick the add section here. And you will see that you have section number 2. Here I'm going to title it Mongol Video. Now what you want to do before you start is to find videos that would work for your quiz. So you're going to go on YouTube and look for the URLs of the videos that would answer this question. To make this process a little smoother, you can find your videos ahead of time and copy the URLs into a Word document. But if you want to find them as you're going, you can do that as well. So I want to have this video, and I type in the URL, there's my video, and I press select, and it is right here, Mongol Impact. So here's the key. You need to program this so that it will take you to where you want it to go. First of all, I don't have a key here, so I need to go up and fix that so that I have it made as a quiz. I'm going to go in here to quizzes, make it a quiz. I don't want them to know, well, I guess it really doesn't matter because it's impossible to fail. That's the perk of it, right? Okay, so I'm going to go in here and fix my answer. This is the one that I want to be the correct answer. I'm going to give them 1 point and go back to edit question. Now I can program to where I want it to send the student depending on which answer they pick. So you go down here to these little dots and you click on go to section based on answer. This one will allow it to continue to the next section, which will be their next question on the quiz. This one is the wrong answer, so I want them to go to the Mongol video for that one, as well as this one. Now if they choose either one of the wrong answers, they will go to the Mongol video. On the Mongol video, I also have to program it, and I'm going to add a question there. That way I can tell if the video was helpful. I also want to see if they actually watched it or if they're just flipping through. For instance, if they go back and they get the wrong answer again and have to answer this question twice, then I'll know that they were just flipping through and not watching the video. So here I have the answers, and I want to make sure that both of these are going back to section 1, impossible to fail quiz, because that will take them back to this question so that they can answer it again. Once I have that first question, I'm going to add another section. This will be question number 2. And then I can continue adding questions with videos. I wouldn't do any more than 5 just because it gets a little bit complicated when you're telling it where to go and which sections to go to. Okay, so I have the second question set up. This one's number 2 on Rome. The question is, what was one reason Rome fell? I have my answers, and my video is down here in section 4. What I need to make sure and do is to have this programmed correctly. So this is a wrong answer. I want it to go to the video in section 4. This is the right answer, and since this is the last question on my quiz, I want them to submit the form. If you want to add more questions, then you would just have them go to the next section. And then this is also the wrong answer, so I want them to go to the video. Down here in the video answers, I need to set that up as well so that it will send them to the right question. So once again, you'd press on this, go to section based on answer, and here it is. Go to section number 3, number 2, Rome, and go to section number 3, number 2, Rome. That will take them back to answer this question. And then that will end the quiz. I usually don't do more than 4 or 5 questions just because it gets complicated with which section you're sending them to. Also, check again to make sure that you have your sections correctly labeled in each one of your questions. For example, this is my first question. If I want to send them to the next question, I would have to go to section number 3, number 2, Rome. And then this one sends them to the video. After you've completed your quiz with all the questions and the sections programmed, what I would suggest is for you to grab the link and take the quiz yourself so that you can see how it works and just make sure that you have it programmed for the correct sections. To do that, you're going to grab the link. You need to make sure that you're in a different Google. If you're in the same one that you made it, it won't pop up. So I'm going to take it into my HISD Google. The other one was my personal Google. Here's the quiz, first name, last name, class period, my first question. I'm going to practice getting it wrong first to make sure it takes them to the video. Boom, there's the video. Woohoo! All right, was this question helpful? Yes, it was awesome. Make sure that they click the back button. That's very important because if they click the next, then they won't be able to re-answer that question. So they'll click the back button. It will take them back to the question. Now I know that it's uniting the empire. And yay, I got that question right. And I'm going on to the second question about Rome. I'm going to say it was because the empire was too small. Nope, got that one wrong. But hey, I get to watch a video and see what I did wrong. Yes, this video was awesome. Now make sure that they don't click submit because that will end the quiz and once again not allow them to go back and take the question again. So they want to always hit the back button. That will take them back. Now I'm going to change my answer. Go next, and now I can finally submit it. I love this because the student feels a little bit more accomplished than if they're just constantly getting questions wrong. Then once again you can go in and see your responses here in the spreadsheet. And then here would be their score. Here's their answers. Obviously, they're not going to fail because it's impossible to fail. But they've been able to see some videos and get some instruction on what they were doing wrong. If you have any questions, please email me at jkwezi@houstonisd.org. I'd be more than happy to help you out. Thanks very much.